Hello and welcome to Kuckles Plays. Today, we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition, which admittedly is a game I've already played all the way through before, and on a completely different console. I originally played this on the Xbox One, but we are here today playing the PC version of this so I can actually record it, because I don't have a thing that records for my consoles, which is why I only record PC games. Wow, that is going into way too much detail on what games I actually select for recording or not. A couple things before this playthrough. You're going to notice I play with a controller because that's kind of how I played all the Dragon Age games up till now. I played them on the consoles, so I'm just used to the controller. I have a continue that we're not going to use because we're going to start a new game. And, is there anything else I really need to say? Because I just want to get into playing Dragon Age. I really like Inquisition. I think it's really fun, and I think it's a really good part in the Dragon Age series. Admittedly, it has some weird kind of grindy bits and junk, but I think it's a fun game nonetheless. And I think we really need to get into it, because this is an RPG, and I do want to play through the entire game for you guys and record it and post it and all that junk. So it's gonna take a while, and I'm probably gonna even cut out stuff that's a little grindy and boring. So let's start. There's free maps and armor, whatever. Ignore that. I don't play multiplayer in this. Shit explodes! An epic start. Alright. So for Dragon Age Inquisition, you can be a human. I don't know why it starts me off as female there. That's weird. You can either be a human, an elf, a dwarf, or Quinari. And for this playthrough, I have decided we are going to be an elf. Oh wait, we should read that, because this is actually helpful story background, I think. Oh no, not yet. That's just telling you about the elves. Anyway, we're going to be an elf. And we are going to be an archer. We are going to be a pretty cliche elf in that regard. Because on pretty much all of my previous playthroughs, I play a mage. I play a mage entirely. And mage is pretty fun. There are a lot of cool powers regarding a mage. But I think the one class that really kind of isn't shined upon too much in this is an archer. Even though two of your class members start out as archers, it's just kind of, you know, not so much the main class. And I generally don't like the melee classes in this game. These games. My God, I can't speak tonight, and I'm planning on recording a playthrough anyway. I guess we're gonna stick for normal. All right, this is the important part. This sets up your backstory. Enslaved long ago by humans, most elves still live as second-class citizens within human cities. Elves who reject this life are known as the Dalish, nomadic wanderers who strive to keep the ancient elven religion and traditions alive. You were raised in the wilderness to be a hunter, relied upon by the Lavellan clan for their food and protection. The clan wandered the northern free marches and had little need to interact with humans, until the clan's keeper sent you to the Chantry Conclave as a spy. What happened there, she said, would impact not only Dalish, but indeed all elves. She could not have known how right she was. So this is important that we're set up as a Dalish elf, which, as there are two types of elves. There's city elves and Dalish elves. City elves, basically, they're poor, live in cities, you know, like, looked down upon by humans. They're not as of high standing. Well, Dalish elves keep their culture and try and keep it alive, and they stay away from humans, and they're all, you know, we don't want anything to do with you. So it's an important backstory, and it sets up a lot of our answers answers the questions in the future of the game. I also, here is a world state. This is loading a world state from the previous two games that I customly created in Dragon Age Keep, to get some different interactions that I haven't actually seen before, and as my other games have actually used game saves I've played. This one I set up completely custom. I didn't play the game this way in the past, but it should set up a bunch of different situations and scenarios I haven't seen, which should make this playthrough nice and fresh for me, as well as interesting for you guys. As we load. Loading screens in this are weird because it has this cool card text loading screen, but sometimes it'll cut away from this loading screen really fast and cut to a completely black loading screen for a long period of time, or at least that's how it was on the Xbox version. I'm not sure if that was patched out on the PC version or is different, but this is going on for a while. You can view all acquired schematics in your inventory, and that is the black, right as I start reading, because of course, that was the key, and wanted me to start reading something, and then it would cut away to the longer black loading screen as it loads the rest of the game. And I ramble on over loading screens, because otherwise I would be sitting here in complete silence, but no, it's much better that I'm here talking to myself and I take a drink. And we're still loading. I think it's... I don't know why it's taking this long to load. I guess it's just beginning of the game kind of thing. Because I think it's probably loading up the... Really didn't. This is slightly disappointing. I thought my computer was better than this. Come on. Thank you. I hope that doesn't equal to the rest of the loading screens. Oh, he starts off blonde. That's gross. Glad we get to immediately change this. What the... No. Those are gross face tattoos. Ew. Why are you green? Okay, from here we get to choose different heads to... Says our default to customize. I thought that was a girl for a second. I'm like, why is there a girl in this? But no, that's a male, which is creepy. I think... let's start with this guy and mess with shit. First of all, his complexion. No, not complexion. Skin tone. There we go. Whoa. Okay, that's green skin. Okay, we'll just... Not albino. Just the one right before, like... normal, radioactive. Normal, radioactive. We're gonna go with normal. Face shape... you look like a young boy. That's what the default one we were just on. That one's fine. Complexion. Can make him old or something if we really wanted to. Ooh. He kind of has like a stubble effect going on. I like that one. That one's good. That one's fine. Eye color we're going to change in a different location. Hair! Oh, that's extremely long hair for a guy. No. These are girl hairs, aren't there? Oh, that's better. No. 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 Honestly, the default hair was pretty fine. That's old woman. That's even older woman. That's Anders from Dragon Age 2. Girl. Buzz cut. Monk. Buzz cut. Slightly bigger afro. Weird mohawk. Military. Afro. Aging afro. Stupid. And dumb. Alright. I think the default one on this head was pretty appropriate. Which was... that one. That one fits. We'll see if we... let's see. White, no. Really black. Blonde. I usually like... I like the dark red hair. That's really dark red hair. And bright blonde. Oh no, this is darker red hair. Let's go with the... I guess that's really dark brown, not really red. It's kind of tingy red. I like that one. Whatever.
I just hope I can help.
There's only...
You leave me no choice.
There's only two voices, and it's kind of between normal guy and really deep man. Raw.
Everything you've heard, completely true.
That just doesn't fit.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Kind of a suave... Let's go suave roguey type. Like a Han Solo type elf, I guess. Make him an overly manly elf. His basic head features don't really offend me too much. Other than his tattoos, which aren't changed there. Scars and tattoos. Ooh, he's already got some scars. I didn't even notice that. I think we're not gonna go for the scar from Lion King, the over the eye. I think a mouth scar might be interesting. I don't know. What is this one? Oh, that's an eye scar with a... That just looks like he got fucked up. Really fucked up. Every single scar available. Okay, realizing to myself I should go quicker. There. That one's decent. Scar intensity is fine. Tattoo design. This is important for the daily shelf, since it's pretty much kind of like a defining characteristic. Braveheart. Let's go with something subtle that won't get in the way too much. Because some, like, look how ornate some of these are. Like, they're cool, but man, it's like, it gets distracting, and you don't want it to be too distracting. The under the eye ones I saw are pretty nice. Not that one. This one. That one. Since it's not very much, we'll make it as intense as possible. And I guess we want to go with some sort of green. Then we make it darker. There you go. That's good. Eyes. We are going to do something funky with the eyes, because they give you the choice of inner and outer iris color, which just means you can make two-tone eyes really, really easily. Purple eyes are pretty cool. I think we'll go with orange. Yep. And then to mix that color, guess we could go full orange. Ooh, or just yellow. Like Dark Side of the Force yellow. Okay, I don't think makeup's anything. But I think we have our guy. Whatever the default name for him, I think is gonna be the default name for him, because I'm not very creative at the moment, and I don't really care what he's called. It's not important, and it never comes up. Under eye color? This is just boring bullshit. Okay, accept the changes. Mahanon. 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 Manhun. Mahanon. Manhun. I already can't speak, and you're telling me to pronounce Elvish names. good enough. Manhanon. Manhanon! That's me taking a drink. So we are in a fucked up place right now. Shit has gone down. We don't know what the hell's going on. As we stumble through the green fog and shit, we cut fade to here and being chased by fucking spiders. I won't talk during talking and cutscenes, but this part there's no dialogue, so it really doesn't matter. As we're being chased. And this shining figure is trying to save us. And suddenly we're back in the real world, where it looks like shit is already fucked up. Wow, really? Right when I acknowledge how long you're taking? Fuck you. So we've been captured. I just gotta say this game looks a lot better on PC. And I'm not even running at top quality graphics right now.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
Really don't like answering her on the first bit, so we're gonna just be quiet.
Explain this.
I think that's actually the only remain silent.
Can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need him, Cassandra.
She is really pissy. I have no idea what the fuck's going on here. What?
I don't understand.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me. But then...
Go to the Ford Camp, Liliana. I will take him to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that.
This one did. Unless we act, the Breach may grow until it swallows the world.
And it doesn't help that I'm completely
Each
tied
time
to
the
it.
Breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
How could it stop this?
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however.
So you're completely
And yours.
guessing. Will I not die by doing this?
So, if I do what you want, will I live through it?
We have no way of knowing.
Because, like I insinuated, we're completely guessing at all of this.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead.
We just did a massive location
We
skip right
lashed
there.
out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
And now we're playing. Passing a bunch of people. There's actually nothing really on this bridge.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
Run in, run in, run in, run in. And then we get our ass kicked. By nothing. That's
The
brighter
pulses are coming
brown.
faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
Temple of Sacred Ashes being a basically big questing location in Dragon Age Origins, the first game. And the bridge is fucked. Also demons.
Stay behind me!
Oh, and conveniently placed bow. Now we shoot the arrows. Whoop. Cool thing about the archer, as opposed to, let's like say the mage or even some of the melee classes, is that as you're firing, you can move around unhindered. Whereas the mage, you stay rooted in the ground
It's over.
and can't move.
Drop your weapon. Now!
If you're going to lead me through a demon-infested valley, you'll have to trust me.
Give me one reason to trust you.
Because my life is on the line.
You're right.
Yep, I would really
I
not
cannot
like to
trust
die.
you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. Your life is threatened enough as it is.
Always trust a man who does not want to die.
Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp, or fighting. We are on our own for now.
Rah. The one thing that the PC controls are technically a lot better for is they get rid of these radial wheel menus for the powers and whatever and stuff, because that is really annoying. I'm not going to put on that scout hat. I am very opposed to the main character wearing a hat of any kind, or hood, or like the only place it makes sense is on a warrior with a helmet, because, you know, it's part of the attire, really. There's no really good hat for, like, lighter armored things. And there are some silly hats in this game,
We flank them, we may gain the
which we'll probably see later, because they're all kind of low-tier hats anyway. Invisibility! And I continued shooting through my invisibility. That wasn't helpful. Ow. That actually did no damage to me. Oh, it did do damage, but not anything worthwhile. Whoop. Okay. Obviously, tutorial area. I am just tripping over all of my words tonight. Man. But obviously, tutorial area, not exactly the hardest enemies in the world. Not exactly the hardest fights in the world. But we're just getting through it.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
It's like a ranged archer type thing? Really? It's also the easiest demon type enemy to fight, and I have to actually get closer to it. There we go. Good.
Die!
Codex unlocked. Wraith.
Ah!
They're falling from the breach!
Stealth. Y. Escape foes notice until you attack or damage. Ow. I need to shoot at the ones in the back. The targeting system on this is really wonky. It's more based on where your camera's looking, and it just kind of auto-selects a guy, which is unhelpful sometimes. When you want to aim at specific people, you have to tilt your camera in a weird direction. Though not much of that's going to go on now. It gets really annoying later when the fights are more free-form and not constantly set up like this.
Falling back!
Ow. So I go invisible. Take a potion. And collect the loot. There's a lot of loot collection in this game, and a lot of picking up of things like iron and other crafting type materials. But we have places to go, people to see, stuff to kill, things to murder.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
I am targeting no one. It's good for an archer to get in close range combat, right? Oh, why is there so much slowdown on my game right now? This isn't cool. What's going on? Oh my. That didn't happen in my testing.
Quickly, before more
Oh,
come
that was
through.
unfortunate. That was a hell of a lot of slowdown. This is also a hell of a lot of slowdown.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
Oh my. Alright, episode is probably gonna stop after this, as I fix this. But we have to get through this cutscene. I did that.
I
Oh,
closed that
hey,
thing.
look, caught up.
How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach. itself.
Dragon Age, you didn't do this in my tests. Alright. As we get through this slow motion cutscene.
It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Also, I should have turned on subtitles. Should have done several things.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Sorry for this. I'm so sorry. Well, look at that slow motion wink. And that slow motion scowl. What now?
So I closed the rift. What now?
Now we go to meet Leliana.
What a great idea!
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but
So I slowly saunter over to you.
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Then I owe you my thanks.
Thank me if we manage to close the breach without killing you in the process. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Apparently some mage is casting some slow time spell on this, cause fuck!
We must get to the forward camp quickly.
This isn't the game's fault, this is my computer's fault. Unfortunately. I have to turn down some settings.
Well, Bianca's excited.
No, so am I. And we'll see you guys next time.